But you can do damage as a healer if you want. You just have to remember healing is your #1 priority. Where the fuck is the mage? Ugh. Line of sight issues, man. So line of sight is when you cannot, your character can't see the person who's trying to heal. You know, they're around a corner or something. Yeah, this fight is crazy. I'm gonna pop Stone Bulwark Totem to give myself a shield. Oh my god. Time to pop Healing Tide Totem. But we made it! Alright. So, Stone Bulwark Totem, that is a talent. And I prefer this one over these two. It absorbs a lot of damage. It gives you enough time to, for your tank to pick up the mobs, or whatever. That is a crazy weapon. That thing. Yeah, these fights are heavily nerfed. I would have liked to make these videos at the beginning of Cataclysm. I loved the beginning of Cataclysm for how hard the 5-mans were. I played a druid, and druids were very weak at the beginning of Cataclysm. So were shamans, though. Paladins were probably the best, followed by priests. I think shamans were the worst, though. But druids were pretty low on the list as well. They just ran out of mana like so fast that you really had to choose your spells wisely, and you had to manage your mana. And that's kind of the fun part about playing healers. And Blizzard said they don't want to do that again, which is kind of sad, because I did enjoy the challenge quite heavily. I mean, that was kind of the most fun that I've had in 5-mans in a very long time, so I'm gonna get out of this. And pop my healing combo. Spam some more healing waves. It's good to keep whatever, you know, if you're not a shaman, keep Renew, Rejuve, or, well, I guess I haven't played my paladin in a while, but I'm pretty sure they still don't have a healing over time spell. But that's just the way paladins work. They are perfectly fine in the single target healing department. There's single target healers there are. I must focus. Chain heal. The chain heal used to be in Wrath of the Lich King. Chain heal was the only spell you really needed to use. Riptide and chain heal. Like, chain heal was cheap. It healed a lot, even on one target. It was a pretty sick spell, but now it's a little expensive, and you have to be aware of the, you want it to chain, because it's not worth the mana cost if you only hit one person with it. So you're healing. Pow. Oh. Come on. What do you mean out of line of sight? He's right there. This bridge is buggy. Guess they got hit by a cannon. Alright. So we're nearing the harder part. We're nearing the harder part of this instance. And so hopefully you'll be able to see all of my cooldowns coming together in one big fell swoop. Oh, Flex just healed him. Maybe he healed himself for the glory. think he did. Word of Glory is ridiculous. So you saw we all just took a bunch of damage, but since I know this dungeon, like I already had healing rain and healing tide, or healing stream, up and ready to go, and they just instantly all got healed to full. Now when this comes to a raid, that behavior is what will make you a really good raid healer. It's preemptive, but not wasteful use of your spells. You want to be preemptive without using a spell and then have it not be useful and you just waste all that mana. Mana is a very precious resource once you start doing the harder modes in raiding, doing those final bosses and stuff. You really start having to pay attention to mana pool. Sometimes you do in 5-mans, but it's nowhere near as hard as, say, like the Nefarian fight or something like that. That will be very hard for newer players. Nefarian was... I quite enjoyed that they made Nefarian so challenging. Even in the regular mode. It was just ridiculously hard for Oak mode. But that is neither here nor there. Just trying to get to this dungeon. What am I forgetting? Don't want to forget anything and then end the video and be like, crap. Spell interrupts and spell abilities. You have the fortunate ability of having Grounding Totem and Wind Shear, two very powerful spells as far as blocking spell damage. Okay, that's really nice. But Grounding Totem in a raid sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Depends on the spell. It's Grounding Totem. So, like, I don't think it's going to get procced during this boss fight, but when it does block a spell, it's really nice. So it's, it's kind of worth it to just throw it down. Might save you some trouble. And I just go to drop my Fire Alley. Fire Alley doesn't attack anymore unless I am attacked or unless I cast a aggressive spell. So I pretty much like have to use Frost Shock or like that the boss just hit me once. So that's kind of annoying. I hope Blizzard fixes that. Or maybe they intended it for it to be like that, I don't know. But anyway, don't forget to drop your Fire Island mana. It does a lot of damage. What else? There's Unleash Weapon. I haven't talked about that. Unleash Elements. It you use Earth Living Weapons, so it heals for like 8k, and then makes your next heal for a punch. 28k, almost at a 30k. Just regular old heal. So it's worth it. It's a really cheap spell. But oftentimes I forget about it just because it heals for so low that usually I have to cast something a little more important to do the job. 8k is not much. Not much at all. Healing rain. Ooh. Goddamn Blizzard, why do you have to make your dungeon so easy at the end of expansion? Like, just because the expansion's over doesn't mean you need to make it like retardedly easy. Nerf the hell out of it so that like the mobs don't do any damage. Like, I barely had to do anything that whole fight. I'm gonna take this, I think, for enhancement. Alright, let's do this. If you eat the food, it does things. Oh, fuck. I'm just gonna pop it in. See, my side's all clean and spruced up, our side looks all crazy. It does do a lot of damage to you when you eat the food though. Fun boss fight. Kinda weird. Boop. Note falls to the floor. So if you haven't seen this, this is an event. Jeez, I have a lot of stacks of that.
I've been waiting a long time for this, you know.
Need healthy food. Yeah, whatever. RP, 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 RP.
The minds of my enemies. I was never very good at hand-to-hand combat, you know. Not like my father. But I always excelled at poisons.
Treacherous bitch. Stop poisoning me. Alright. Let's do this. This is where a lot of groups fail real hard. No.
Poor Glubtuck. When his powers manifest,
So slow, it's driving me insane.
Deep within his soul, the one thing he feared most of all was himself.
Get back to the ship. Alrighty. So, hopefully you don't see me fail at the basic shit that you have to do on these boss fights. Go. Oh my god, I gotta move.
Most rogues prefer to cloak themselves in the shadows, but not Helix. You never know what skitters in the darkness.
So this next part, it's pretty easy. Whenever your group is forced to be clumped up like this, it is just, you know, too easy for you to heal. Just pop Healing Rain, and everybody's gonna get healed by it. I mean, like, look at the tank's health. This is just Healing Rain and Healing Stream Totem. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting here. That's how much it does.